Y2. Hey man, hope y'all having a great day, man. Today we're gonna be discussing the sad truths about having friends. Now, personally, I feel like this is a very touchy conversation. Usually this conversation occurs when you're a young adult, probably middle school, elementary, going into high school. Your parents are like, hey man, who are your friends? Why are you around these guys? Stay away from them. Now, as a young adult, you never really take that serious because as a kid, you think, look, man, having friends is all to it. I'm here to tell you, look, man, the sad truth about having friends is all your friends, if not all of them, are users. They're all users. And you don't want to believe this when you're a young adult. And I'm going to say high school all the way to like 27. That's what I say. You're a young adult. I'm in my 30s. I don't have any friends. And I'm happy with that. That's by choice. Growing up, I was more of an introverted kind of kid. My focus growing up was I just wanted to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to go to the NBA. That was my focus. That's what I was thinking about. The most friends I would have was on the basketball court, but I never was the type of guy that wanted to like hang out after that. I just wanted to go home, do my own thing. And that was like my vibe all the way to high school. Like around high school, I got better at basketball, to be honest. And we're going to cover why a lot of people are users because, look, man, if you're somebody right now who doesn't have a lot of friends, you might not have one of these three things. Clout, you know what I'm saying? Money or girls. These three things right here will get you all the friends you want. And those three things are the reason why people might be your friend, to be honest. People usually gravitate towards people who have something to offer, bruh. That's why anybody who has a lot of friends, they have one of those two things to offer. You're either somebody who gets a lot of girls, you're a very popular guy that looks like you have money because you're dressed nice, or everybody likes you and knows you and everybody wants to be a friend. I got friends from popularity, The more I got better with basketball, the more guys wanted to hang out with me, play with me, have me pull up and play with them, so forth and so on. Next thing you know, I'm chilling with a lot of guys, bro. I'm chilling with a lot of guys. And when I say I'm chilling with a lot of guys, this whole having friends thing was really an issue for me from high school all the way to like 27, bro. And my father, I was raised with my father, he was on me for this. He like, man, look, you got all these friends this, friends that. I wouldn't hear him. I'd be like, man, these are my guys. But he would tell me, he's like, look, man, you have so much potential. Why do you want to share your potential with everyone? That's what he would say. Because at the time, I'm not going to lie, I was very focused. I had my own crib at 18. I was working a job, I was good at sports, I got a couple girls here and there. So it seemed like I had everything figured out, to where somebody would want to be my friend. And I had a lot of different friends, man. A lot of different friends. Like, I was one of the guys that had friends to where, like, I got to go to work and I got 8 people at the house and I leave y'all at my apartment, bro, and go to work and come back, y'all still be there chilling. You know what I'm saying? And all the friends that I had, I'm going to be honest, is only one friend that I could think of right now that I don't even chill with or talk to, but that's really a good person. It's like he's connected to other people. You get what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's impossible to have alone time with him or chill with him dolly. You feel me? It's too many connections. So, but shout out to my guy, D-Money, man. D-Money. You see this, man? Yeah. That's like the only person off top, man, that never asked me for nothing, bro. He never wanted a favor, bro. And he was always somebody that was in position that was given. Everybody else that I can think about, they were users. They were users. A lot of my friends that I had, look, they always needed a favor, bro. A lot of them always had money issues to where we go out. It's like, bro, it's not wrong with taking care of the tab for your mans, but every time. And then it's like, you don't want to make your mans feel bad, but I don't want to get off track with small topics. That's a small topic. But it got to the point where I was literally taking care of everyone. And one of my friends who was also a user, he would look at me and say, these guys are your sons. But he was a user too. You know what I mean? Because at the time he saw that I was struggling financially, and he would ask me for favors that were dealing with finances, bro. And he would act like he would pay me back, but he never would pay me back. And he knew I wasn't really going to get on him about the bread he owed or whatever, because I wasn't that type of guy. Oh, but if you have a lot of friends out there, start saying no. Once you start saying no, you start to see people's true characters, man. You start to see how people really look at you, how people really view you. Because I had I always say he's a childhood friend, like a high school freshman friend that I literally used to sleep at his house. I thought we was like this. I'm walking home with his sis, you feel me? Cause she like a little sis. We work at the same job. I'm working with his mom. Like, it's like my mans. I used to look out for this man all the time. I'm talking about mad favors. Having somebody rent you a car to go out of town that don't even know you, but they know me. You know what I mean? Like, just mad favors. And it came to one favor one time, and I said I couldn't do. It was give him a ride to a location that we was already at, that he's been to many times. I said I couldn't do this favor, man. Look, he went ballistic, bro. He started talking to me like I was a bum off the street that he never had respect for, that he could just walk past and spit on or whatsoever. Like, to me, like a dog, literally. And I'm like, dang. I couldn't be mad at him. I had to be mad at myself, because I'm like, dang, listen, although I look at friends as a genuine relationship, I've been being genuine with all these people. But in the end, my genuineness allows them to think that they can use me. So when I told them no, it upset them. Like, what? I'm in charge. You should agree with whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this was somebody, countless of time, he looked at me, he like, yo, YS, bro, like, you one of the realest, bro. I swear, you like my brother, bro. My mom told me, like, whenever I'm with you, bro, she know everything gonna go well. Imagine this coming from somebody. And a lot of the user friends, look, man, they got a nice mouthpiece. When I say a nice mouthpiece, no diddy, they are good at affirming you. Humans, we love affirmation. Affirmation is like somebody giving you credit for what you do. Like, look, man, you have my back, man. I appreciate you, bro. It's never been nobody like you, bro. You somebody I could depend on, I could count on, bro. If somebody ever says that to you, you should run away. You should be scared. You should know that, look, you're dealing with a user. You're dealing with a user. The reason I say that is because they only say that to stay around. Let's take that friend out of the picture, right? Because everybody got friends like that. Let's say you behind the screen, me, we go visit the king. I don't know, king of the US or whatever. It's no king of the US, but you get what I'm saying. Once we go to the king's palace or whatever, we're going to be very affirming. We're going to be very motivational and praising the king. Like, oh, king, thank you, your highness, for your highness. Thank you for your presence. It's a blessing to be here. Thank you for sharing your wine with us. Why? Because we want to stick around. We're not going to go to the king like, oh, you a bum king. We're not going to be able to be in the palace. So when people come to you and say that to you, it's like, hold on, they're users. You don't need somebody to tell you that about yourself. If you somebody who's genuine, caring, kind, that looks out for people, motivates them, supports them, tries to help them, you don't need nobody to tell you that about yourself. You know that already. But the user friend is going to tell you that all the time to keep your head up here, your eyes up here, so you can't see, like, nah, I'm dealing with a user. So if you're a young adult, I don't know if this comes across you, man. Listen, it's okay to not have a lot of friends. I'm 30 years old, bro. Listen, I wish I could literally go back to when I was 21 years old and not have all the friends I had, because I had a girlfriend. When I had all these friends, your girl always will keep it a bean. She's like, man, she's like, F all these guys. They don't deserve to be your friends anyways. And I'm like, what you mean by that? She like, man, they always need something from you. And it's like, I couldn't see that, but it was multiple girls that would say that to me. So if you're a young adult out there, let's say you in high school all the way to 25, 27, bro, don't have friends. And it's going to be a sad thing to say, because then you think about boredom, because most people get attached to having friends from entertainment. You can entertain yourself. I was a guy that I used to keep to myself. I used to make sure I stayed busy. I had stuff going on to where I couldn't hang out. When I started to make myself free, I'm hanging out with people every single day. My value was going down. Respect was going down because these same people were people that were literally begging and thirsting to hang out with me every single day. So once I made myself available, it's like the urge and respect that they had, it went down because they had accessibility. Now, these same people today hit me up like, yo, YS, what's up, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. Let's get up. And it's like, bro, there's no urge that makes me want to hang out with these people because they want to use me for something. They want something that I have going on because a lot of these guys, they were users. A lot of the friends you have, they're users. All you have to do to find out is start saying no. Once you start saying no, I'm telling you, people's demeanors will be literally different towards you, man. They will be different towards you. And there was an older guy, you know, I used to work with at the airport. He told me, he's like, man, you have great energy, bro. But you have to protect that energy because at the end of the day, not everyone deserves to share that energy with you. And some of you guys out there, you guys are good people, genuine people. Look, all these users are always trying to find the most genuine friend to latch onto and suck energy from. Look at yourself like a power source. Everything revolves around energy. So in order to have these people around you that consuming your energy constantly, because you're constantly listening to their problems, you're trying to help them figure out their problems, they're having to vent to you. You know how many dudes would vent to me every single time? It was at a point where it's like, oh, bro, I don't even want to hear that shit, bro. But I couldn't say that because I'm trying to be a friend. So the sad truth about friend is 87 and 96% of your friends are users. If you don't have any friends right now, you are doing great because you will get to this level of being in your 30s and not winning friends. So if you don't have friends right now, you're doing the best, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Forget about the friends.